the presiding judge is going to have to take a look at that and make a decision. That's who you would need to address that to.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna have to sign for your papers. Can you just go ahead and sign? And then you're gonna wait outside and pray for your papers, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do me a favor and just stand here. Ms. Brunson, go ahead and second. Stand against the wall, wait until the judge comes to you. Actually, you can stand on that red square there, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Danny Rogers. I'm a judge in a magistrate's court. First thing I'm going to do is read your rights to you, and then I will tell you about your charge and your bond. When we are finished, you will have an opportunity to sign off on your paperwork. By signing the paperwork, you are not admitting, confessing, or pleading to anything. Hold on just a second. All right, these are your rights, ma'am. You have a right to hire a lawyer to represent you. You have a right to have a lawyer present prior to and during any interview or questioning by peace officers or lawyers representing the state. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to speak to the police or anyone else about your case. You are not required to make a statement. Any statements you do make can and may be used against you in court. You have the right to stop any interview or questioning at any time. If you decide to answer questions, you may stop answering those questions at any time. You have the right to have an examining trial if you are charged with a felony. You have the right to request a court-appointed lawyer if you cannot afford to hire a lawyer. You may be interviewed to see if you're qualified for that lawyer, and if interviewed, you must tell the truth. If you seek to hire a lawyer but are unable to post bond, or if you remain in jail for 7 days without a lawyer signing off on your case, a lawyer will be appointed for you. If you are not a citizen of the United States, you have the right to request that the consulate of your home country be notified that you are currently in jail. This right does not apply if you are a United States citizen. Are you Monica Denise Brunson?
Yes.
Ms. Brunson, ma'am, did you understand the rights I read to you?
Yes.
Ma'am, are you a citizen of the United States?
You can.
Yes?
Yes.
Ma'am, do you wish to request a court-appointed lawyer, or do you intend to hire a lawyer on your own?
Court.
State does not want to extradite you, they will let us know and
All right, ma'am, you have two charges. First one, possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1 or 1B, less than 1 gram. This is a warrant out of Travis County. Bond on that charge is $2,000. Second charge, ma'am, assaulting a public servant, also Travis County. Bond on that charge is $5,000. Conditions on bond: commit no other offense, follow all court-ordered conditions, all previous conditions are still in effect, you must attend court timely, and when required, you must provide a DNA sample. Thank you. Yep.
Basically what happened was,
All right, come on, man.
Margaret here, so I had an extra meeting.
We're gonna have you sign and you step right away against the wall outside the
I was running my truck.
All right, come on, man. We'll have our waiting here and then until you step in.
Yes, fugitive there. They ready?
Yes, they're ready.
Yes.
Bring them in. Do it.
All right, gentlemen, stand against the wall facing the monitor. Please wait for the judge to talk to you before I say your question or anything else. We have one more that's talking to the officer.
So who's really going to talk to a bond here?
You haven't, well, sir, we can figure that out in a minute. The judge will wait on you.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we'll figure that out. I'll look it up. Stand against the wall, sir, against the wall. And then they'll call you.
All right, good morning, gentlemen. My name is Danny Rogers at the Magistrate's Court. This is what we call the fugitive docket, which means that each of you has a warrant from a jurisdiction outside the state of Texas. I'm going to walk through some warrants with you, then I will talk with you about your options, whether to pursue formal extradition or to waive formal extradition. So I'm going to start with your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to speak to the police or anyone else about your case. You are not required to make any statement, and any statements you do make can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present with you prior to and during any interview or questioning. You have the right to stop any interview or questioning about your case at any time. You have the right to demand and procure legal counsel. You have the right through legal counsel to test the legality of the warrant for extradition. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you have the right that the court appoint one for you. In order to dispose of these charges, it will be necessary for you to appear in the court requesting your extradition. There are two methods of accomplishing this: formal extradition and waiver of extradition. You will be held without bond in the Tarrant County Jail facility, regardless of which method you choose. Formal extradition. This is a process by which the county where the charges are filed completes paperwork asking for your return and submits it to the governor's office in that state. The governor's office reviews the request and forwards it to the governor of Texas. Upon receipt, the governor of Texas reviews the request, and upon agreement issues a governor's warrant ordering your return to the state where the charges are pending. When the sheriff's office here in Tarrant County receives the governor's warrant, you will be served and a hearing will be scheduled. At this hearing, called a habeas corpus hearing, you may challenge the warrant on only 4 general issues: whether you are the same person sought by the other state, whether the documents supporting the extradition are in order, whether the documents charge you with a crime, and whether you are a fugitive. If the result of the hearing is that you are shown to be the person named in the warrant and the paperwork is in order, you will be ordered by the judge to be sent back to the state where the charges are pending. This process may take up to 90 days. Waiver of extradition. The other alternative is for you to acknowledge that you are the same person in the warrant of arrest and waive the formal extradition process. Waiver of extradition is not an admission of guilt. If you waive formal extradition, you will be held for a maximum of 30 days. If the state issuing the warrant does not pick you up after 30 days, you will be released. Okay, first one up, Austin Jacob David.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, did you understand the rights I just read to you?
Yes,
Sir, are you a citizen of the United States?
I am.
Sir, do you wish to request a court-appointed lawyer, or do you intend to hire a lawyer on your own?
Court appointed.
All right, sir, your fugitive warrant is out of Hamilton County, Kansas. It appears that it is a theft charge. Do you wish to proceed with the formal extradition process, or do you wish to waive that?
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
I thought the statute of limitations for that charge is up because the sheriff said it's dropped.
You'll have to take that up with the folks up there in Kansas. They're the ones that issued the warrant. That's what Tarrant County is. That's what we are responding to. So.
And then to answer your question, I need to be out to figure out how I'm gonna deal with all this. Is it the fastest way for me to be released on bond would be to waive my right of extradition,
I really don't know, sir. We're not going to release you on bond. There is no bond at this time. The the way that you would get a bond would be when you get back to Kansas, and then they can set and put you on a bond and put the conditions all in effect. But we're not going to give you a bond because of the fact that it is a fugitive warrant. So,
right. The quickest way to resolve this is what? To waive my right?
I've never been through the process, frankly, sir, so I can't tell you quickest. Probably it is, but I can't guarantee and I can't give you advice. So,
I'll leave it.
okay. All right. So let me make sure we get the right paperwork.
If you're gonna sign some paperwork right here first.
Yeah, step over there. Your paperwork will be there in just a minute. You need fugitive mag warning and you need waiver of extradition. Okay, you getting what you need?
Not yet. We got it.
All right, very good. Okay, LaRon Moore. Mr. Moore, sir. Mr. Moore, sir, did you understand the rights that I read to you?
I understand the rights. I'm just got one quick question. So on both,
I got to ask two more questions, and then I'll answer your questions, okay? You understood your rights. Are you a citizen of the United States? Do you wish to request a court-appointed lawyer, or do you intend to hire a lawyer?
I got attorney already.
You already have it? Okay. You hired or someone that was appointed?
It's appointed. Well, that's appointed for my local case here.
Right.
But for the expedition, I will get appointed. Court appointed.
Okay, so what do you wish to do in your case, sir?
I'm waiving my rights, but the question is, I have with that is, so I got a Ventura in Sacramento. So by me,
hang on a second. Let me tell you what you got. Okay, back up. You actually have Tarrant County cases first. Let me go through those, and then we'll get to the fugitive warrant. So, the first case you have here in Tarrant County is theft of property worth more than $30,000, less than $150,000. Bond on that is $100,000. Condition. Let's see. Hang on. Second charge is tampering with government records, license, seal, defraud, or harm. That's out of Criminal District Court number 1. Bond on that charge is $7,000.
This is the waiver statement.
Then the other two are in the bond. The conditions on those two bonds that all previous conditions are still in effect, and if you bond out, you would be released to the Community Supervision Corrections Department only. The other two, the fugitive warrants.
no, see, I'm not.
Hang on. Let me finish telling what I got to tell you, and then I'll answer your question. Sacramento, California, grand theft. There's no bond on that charge. And then there's also one out of Ventura County. Maybe that's the same place. For grand theft, there's no bond on that. Okay, what is it you wanted to say, sir? What did you want to ask me?
I was currently on bond already for the death charge here, the local charge.
Okay.
Now, what happened was, so basically, when they trumped the misdemeanor charge. I had a misdemeanor charge first. They trumped that charge up to whatever it is now. The
Felony?
They made it into a felony. So how did my bond go higher than what it already was when I didn't even catch any? I didn't. Only reason why I'm in jail is because of the fugitive warrant.
Well, you have the local charges and you have the fugitive warrants. So why they went up in the bond, sir, I don't know that. I don't have an answer for you on that.
My bond was already at $50,000. So who said? How did it get set higher if I was already bounded out? I was already
Probably
bounded out.
came out of the court, the presiding judge of that court. We have to follow what they tell us. I didn't prep this case. I can't tell you where the bond amount came from. But what I do need to ask you about is the fugitive warrants. Do you want to go through the formal extradition process, or do you wish to waive that?
I'm waiving, but I'm just trying to make sure, because at the end of the day, as far as the bond here itself, that's my. I'm not concerned about the fugitive shit. Even though I already know they're not coming to get me. My whole purpose is trying to figure out how did my bail get higher than what it was when I'm already on bail.
Let me look and see if I've got any notes that can help you. Hang on just a second.
Around the corner on that red tape. Right at the very first one.
Almost any time that someone comes back on the same charge, whatever if it's a bond issue or it's a conditions issue, that bond is going to get doubled. So was it 50,000 before? Evidently, there was a warrant issued for your failure to do something to comply with the bondsman instructions. So that's what we can argue. I can't argue it because I'm not changing it.
I'm just trying to get a clear understanding because if it was a failure to appear, I was already incarcerated. How can I appear when I was already incarcerated waiting for you?
Sorry, I do not know.
So who do I talk to?
You have an attorney, right? Locally? That's who you need to talk to. That's who you need to talk to. So you're waiving your right tradition hearing, is that right?
Yes.
All right.
That's crazy. Then y'all don't even ask no questions. That's weird. I'm in jail on the fugitive warrant that y'all issued. I'm not in jail because I messed up my bond. So how am I got a bond out of $1,000 bond now? So I mean $100,000 bond for $50,000. That don't even make sense.
You need to go to the bondsman that bailed you out last time because you have a voice warrant. It was a voice warrant.
What's that?
And you went out there off the bond.
That's because I had a failure to appear, but I was incarcerated the whole time.
Just get all that paperwork.
You're about to sign, you're going to have to sign.
You understand the rights I read to you.
Disturb me, okay?
Sir, are you a citizen of the United States? Sir, request a court-appointed lawyer. Do you intend to hire a lawyer yourself?
Listen.
For here or down there?
I don't know what's that shit.
It'll either travel with you or you'll get it here. You just tell me what you want.
Court order.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know you. I don't know what's that. I understand you're from shit like you're
All right, so your fugitive warrant at Pinell County. There is no bond at this time. So do you wish to go through the formal extradition process, or do you wish to waive the extradition process?
Where you said there's no bond?
There is no bond, yes, sir. There will be no bond here from Tarrant County.
But it's a bond now.
Waive.
Yes, it's a bond in Arizona, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
I have a bond in Pinell County, right?
You probably do, but that's who will have to give you the bond. That's where they would have to process the bond.
Okay.
Cannot bond out here.
I mean, I'm trying to make sure I got a clear understanding. I understand that. But this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I need stuff like
We're
that.
not going to figure out the answers to your question today at this moment.
Talking to her, you let her talk to me. You said
Did you guys get everything you needed?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank y'all. See you later.
You trying to explain something to me, or are you trying?